Every person who takes on the monumental journey of educating and leading this nation's schools, especially the neediest schools, knows that it's a life-changing experience. Amongst this group of individuals, there are very few principals that have answered the call to lead and successfully transformed some of our nation's most underserved and challenging high schools. The fact that Dr. Roberts has answered the call and successfully led the turnaround of the most challenging high schools in Baltimore City and Washington, D.C. makes one very curious as to what was his strategy. If you ever get the opportunity to observe Dr. Roberts today in his element of leadership coaching and educating students in some of the nation's most challenging schools and communities, one will never be able to guess that his childhood experiences and upbringing was less than stellar. Dr. Roberts' life is truly aligned with the Nelson Mandela quote, "Don't judge me based on my success. Judge me based on the many times that I have fallen and gotten back up." Growing up in a single-parent home with a mother who worked 2 jobs but pushed and encouraged education, Dr. Roberts knew that he would finish high school, but college was not a part of the plan. He often described his enrollment in and acceptance to college as a miracle. If Dr. Roberts is ever questioned about his childhood, he reluctantly shares that his biggest issue as a middle and high school student was his temper and his proclivity to fight. And it was because of this desire to engage in physical altercations that he was almost expelled from school. However, because of positive interactions with teachers and a principal who believed in him, he was not expelled and he was given a chance to change and get better. Dr. Roberts did just that. He was then able to graduate from high school with honors and later attend college, where he was able to pursue his dream of being an Olympic runner. Despite hard work and preparation and being ranked number 8th in the world in his event, Dr. Roberts did not win an Olympic medal. Whenever he is forced to talk about his experience as an Olympic athlete, unless you knew about this, he will downplay it as an unnecessary display of humility. He always emphasizes that every fall is not a failure. And as he recounts his experience about being tripped in the Olympic Games, although this experience was one of his greatest disappointments, he has not allowed it to define his personal or professional journey. His transition to education and educational leadership continues to be anchored in his belief in the mission and vision-focused leadership and a mantra of 7 second chances, the leadership philosophy which guided the success of he and his teachers and staff to successfully turn around 2 failing schools. Dr. Ann Roberts' transition from troubled youth to Olympic athlete, principal, and transformational leader speaks volumes about his purpose. So whether it's coaching principals and teachers, interacting with students, or dialoguing with parents, Dr. Roberts has demonstrated and modeled that a leader's willingness to exercise second chances can result in powerful outcomes. He believes in and models what it means to exemplify second chance leadership.